If I get this for the thumbnail for today's video, this would be nice. We gotta go on the other side. Let me know if this, if I can get this shot for the thumbnail, that would be nice. Because today we're going somewhere very special, close to my heart, and I hope after you see it that you will see how maybe you might want to come and see for yourself. You know, I'd have to say the thought of the day is please share your message with the world. Literally, there has never been a time where it's been more important to just share your story. Start sharing your story. Every one of us, we are who we are because of what has happened to us. Now, we had to deal with that, and we had to figure out better ways we had to find ways to navigate that. But at the end of the day, we're made up through the things that have happened to us and how we decided to deal with them. And I think if more people realize how important their story was, how important your story was, I think you would realize that you have a lot more to offer the world than just sharing with them what you know. The story has a power to change. The story has a power to motivate. Your story in itself has the power to change someone's life. And here's the crazy thing, I've learned about stories, is not even your story. Because part of who we are is made up of other people's stories, what other people have told us. So today we're heading to a place I definitely need to explore more of, but haven't, due to a little bit of neglect. I'm gonna show you a little secret here in Cleveland, Ohio before we go. So this is actually the Cleveland Heights Library, where I grew up coming to and working to. And it used to be a hot place, you couldn't make any noise. Now it's changed completely. I'm sure you guys have places like that that are constantly changing, but here, in most of the libraries here I shouldn't even say this, I'm gonna let you know though. A lot of the libraries here in the States, they have book sales. Once a week, I've been doing this since I've been here in the States for about 3 months. Doing little book runs. I'm kind of like a little bit of a obsession, so to speak. A good one. The library is one of the coolest places that I think most people don't go to. But we're going to a special place today. It's kind of one of those days where we can go out and explore, and we can go to a place that I keep saying, I need to go more, but still haven't. They always have such interesting books. You can get a vast majority of books, but this isn't about books. Just, I'm a fan of books, being able to share your message, getting messages from people who aren't even here anymore. I think reading is like a lost art that people don't realize it until they start doing it. I should have done it before. But while I'm actually doing this, I had a little, and I'll meet you outside after, a little thought this morning that I thought maybe someone needed to hear. That someone being me. I just recorded it. I just meet so many people that have such amazing nuggets to share. And I know everyone's scared to do it online. But I realize I have conversations from if people heard what this person just told me, that would be a gem. A gem. I'm always write a book. And they're yeah, I should. More people, we need to get on it. I've been saying this for a long time, but I've never felt more persuaded of how important it is till recently, I want to say, as I've kind of stepped away from being here on YouTube and sharing so many stories I used to do and love to do. Its power is there. You gotta not sharing. And you know it. Just me saying it is making you think a certain way. Like you know you should be sharing it. There's power to that. So much power. If we only realize that. Got a few. This one, you saw that one. I actually am reading or I'm gonna start to read the Divergence. I've already read this, but it's great by DJ Khaled. And can't go wrong with the Hunger Games. I read this, which is what made me start reading the Divergent. I only read like a few pages because I've got a lot of books. I've been doing this every week for a few weeks, so yeah, I think that might be it. Feel good about this. Okay, we all good. Fact, make sure you come with change. They didn't have change, so I gotta come and get the other ones, but successful. Now to what I was saying, we're about to head out to today. When I say that the place we're going to is a place I don't usually go, is because I should go there. I used to go there as a kid all the time, and I don't now. It brings back so many memories, seeing all these like kids coming out of school. Oh man, I miss those days. I've also realized you really need to embrace those times. Like you might not like the area you're in or the school you're in or the moment that you're in, but it goes quick. And then sometimes you get to a point where it's just like, and sometimes you get to a point where you're like, you know, that was actually a really fun experience. Because once you're out of it, you're out of it. And that thrill is kind of gone a little bit. I mean, it changes, but yeah, I miss those days back in college, walking around. We always have our whole lives ahead of us, but this is kind of like a wow, like for real. Like brings back a lot of great memories at University of the Cumberlands. Downtown Cleveland. Like, the city has come up so much. Like, I mean, come up is I'm starting, as I've been here in the States for a little bit, all my lingo's starting to come back to how we speak here in the States. But come up means it's improved drastically. What's going on, man? Oh, nice play. Meaning it's improved so much lately, as in like clean, open, cleaner, more open, like open as in open areas, so many more people out. It feels like safer in the sense of, yeah, you can walk around there in the day, it's lit up everywhere. Like, I'm impressed. And I realize I love living in little small areas and villages, but I really am like a city boy. Like, now I realize I need to retreat a little bit more often outside of the city, but I realize I'm a city boy. I love this kind of stuff. The cement jungle. I just know now I can't stay here as long as I used to be able to stay here. I really love his perspective that comes up when you go away. When you go away from a place for so long, and then I come back here, it's like I almost see it like with new eyes, you know? And this is part of the story. As much as I think like I don't live here, I haven't lived here in so long, it's part of the story. part of the story that makes me who I am, that I grew up kind of riding my bike down here, and now it's like, I don't know if I didn't appreciate it when I was here, or I'm just seeing it now with like a new kind of perspective. But yeah, downtown Cleveland, a place I don't come a lot. I don't have a lot of time here left here, but I'm glad I was able to bring y'all here with me. Wow, how it's changed. And the thing is, even as I'm walking, as I was driving down here, I started to notice how much things had changed just on my way walking down here. I mean, on my way driving down here, how much just the scenery has changed so much since I, you know, 21 years ago, when I would be down here on my bicycle. For me, all that emphasizes that don't leave out those parts of your story. The parts of your story that you feel they don't matter, they don't mean anything. Those are the parts of the story for me that I think are the ones that click for people, that they have the breakthroughs in, that they're just like, yeah, that story really changed me. I feel like it's those little things. Gotta share your story. And the thing is, I really believe that your story and your message are the same. You know, I really believe that. Like, I really think that they're so connected, we don't see it. And if we ignore part of our story, we then in turn ignore part of our message. And I've never said that until this moment. But wow. Cleveland. This is a place I want to bring you all a little more often. Actually, myself a little more often. One cool thing, interesting random fact, is this used to be like one of the places I'd go to every time I came to Cleveland. Colossal Cupcake. But for some reason, Colossal, I don't know what's going on, but your cupcakes got more expensive, which is fine, but they got smaller. Oh, let's see if I can remember where we are. I get lost in my own city. What's going on, bro? How you feel, man? Yeah. And this is what I mean as well. Like, when I walk through here, it's like, I don't even know. There's so many things that... Do you feel like where you grew up ain't nothing like how it was when you grew up there? From the schools to the stores. It's like the more things change, the more things stay the same. I guess now you guys can see also who have been with me for a while, like when we go and explore countries and cities, like how you can just, seeing new places is nice, but I will say again, this is a freshly learned lesson. Seeing new things are nice, but seeing the same places with new eyes can sometimes be even better. But now, not sure what to do. I feel like it's accomplished. I just want to come and see something a little different. Come downtown, walk around, because as I've been working, things have like changed a lot because I'm sometimes a little bit more tired than I am. I do really late night shifts, and it's very different. Like this is the only company that I've really worked for my whole life. I think so. I worked at Target when I was 16 years old. And it's like a very different, like in so many different ways. But at the same time, so many lessons and everything. You know, it's a temporary thing. I was here for a little bit and the opportunity opened up. At the same time, I really have learned so many things, and I can understand why people like really want to escape, and I can see the power of watching videos and just wanting to just get away And as much as I say, like, just do it, like, it's possible, but there's a lot of mental part that goes into it. And I see how you can think like, Luke, I don't think I can do it, it's not possible. And how other people you watch as well, other videos, other things, can just get you through the day. And sometimes sometimes it's just like that, getting through the day. That's the tricky part. I don't know if I would have said that like a few years ago. Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know if I would have said that a few years ago, but right now, getting through the day sometimes is a underrated thing. One thing I must say is I see how being here in the States, here in the United States of America, is so easy to, oh, okay, Cleveland. I see how it's so easy to be distracted. You know, I can see how it's so quick and easy. Like, you can have this dream of wanting to do this one thing, and all of a sudden, with all the things going around you, you get distracted. What's going on, man? You get distracted from everything else that's going on, and you kind of just can forget about what it is that you really want to do and what you enjoy doing because of all the stuff that's going on. There's so many places you can go out, there's always events going on, and I think that that's kind of a danger as well, because you kind of forget, like, what actually do I want to do? Where do I want to be? But when you're distracted by things, those questions don't come up, and then you just keep on doing the same thing. And for me, like, before you know it, it's been, wow, isn't that shot right here? Before you know it, like, 5 years passed, 10 years passed. I love pictures, by the way. Look at that. And before you know it, 5 years passed, 10 years passed, and you're like, wow, I'm kind of doing the same thing that I was doing before, even though I said I was gonna stop, and this would be the last time, this would be the last year, this would be the last moment someone yells at me. But so distracted during those hours of, this is when I can pursue my dream, this is my time. Because you gotta remember, and I tell people this where I work at, is that you're always working on a dream. It's just either yours or somebody else's. When I'm traveling around, I'm always saying that now we're in the heart of the city. And when it comes to Cleveland, this is like the heart. Playhouse Square, or no, I can't remember the name of what this area is called. But this is like the heart, for me, of Cleveland. This is where they have the ice skating ring, this is where they have everything. And this is actually where I'm from. So y'all see me traveling around the world, but this is where my world actually started. This is like the origin story. It's almost like Superman take you back to Krypton. Not that I'm Superman, but you know what I mean. Yo, and I've said this before in a lot of videos, but when I tell you about Warsaw, Poland, I know Warsaw, Poland, if you've ever been to Warsaw, Poland, doesn't this building right here look like the Palace, the Museum of Culture and Science, the Palace of Culture and Science? Can y'all see that? It's like one of the like low-key reasons how I fell in love with Poland, because literally we have the same exact building. Like, it looks exactly the same. Like, if you just took away the middle part, if you just blocked away that and that, that's literally the same building. And I want to say I read something and the designer was similar, or was based off of a similar design. I want to say that. But yeah, I had to come here. It's the little trips, it's the little adventures. I tell people, never doubt how much those little trips and adventures, how far those can get you, how long they keep you going for, especially when you don't feel like you have the time or freedom. But right here, the heart of downtown Cleveland. And it's come up so much. I'm so proud of my city. Like, now you have, look at this, you have here, you have grass over there. Oh yeah. And they have an ice skating ring here in the day as well. But this is Cleveland. Welcome to my city. Glad I can show you around. Just real quick, little trip for the heart and soul. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see? Ohio. I know this isn't the proper 100% official tour of Cleveland, but at the same time, it's a beautiful reminder of, for me, where I'm from, and for you all, hopefully, maybe where you're from or a place you might want to visit, or if you ever look at the origin story of maybe this channel or me or anything like that, I hope that you saw it and also saw a place that maybe you want to visit one day. But it was the day I needed. And I think those moments where we need to, those moments that we really need for us, they don't have to be long. They don't have to be the 2-week vacation that's 10 months away. They can be the 1 hour free that you set aside on a day or an afternoon off. And yeah, I think you'll feel how refreshing it is when you just set aside a little bit of time to do something that you truly want to do and desire to do, and that you have the capability to do. And yeah, man, welcome to Cleveland 2024. Wonder how it changed over the years. Regardless of when, we're here, we're now, and remember, I gotta tell you something. Work smart, be brave, and don't forget to smile.